You know what's crazy? The brand that once defined timeless Italian luxury has just dropped 23% in its sales. Can you believe that? Gucci, you must be really guilty about it. Stay with me until the end of this video to navigate through fashion trends, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next brand move. It's a big one. You know what's crazy? The brand that once defined timeless Italian luxury has just dropped 23% in its sales. Can you believe that? And some people say that it's because they have been trying to chase Gen Z with loud and trendy designs. Gucci, a name that once epitomized as timeless luxury. From its inception in 1921, Gucci established itself as a beacon of sophistication and luxury. Let's see how one of the most iconic brands may have lost its voice trying to stay cool. So let's rewind for a second. Gucci wasn't always about oversized logos, chaotic prints, and rhinestone jackets. For decades, it stood for classic Italian craftsmanship. In the 90s and early 2000s, under Tom Ford, Gucci was sleek, sexy, and powerful. It was aspirational. You didn't wear Gucci to go viral. You wore it to feel elite. Then came 2015. Michele flipped the script completely. Suddenly, Gucci became the face of maximalism. Clashing colors, animal motifs, glitters, everything. And it worked. It actually worked big time. Sales tripled between 2015 and 2019. The brand became favorite for millennials and early Gen Zs. Social media loved it. Every runway show was a spectacle. But here's the thing. What works for Instagram doesn't always build a brand long term. Fast forward to 2024, Gucci's sales dipped by 23%. Parent company Kering saw profits drop by 12%. Even Saint Laurent, another Kering brand, dropped by 9%. Source: these aren't just numbers I'm throwing, these are straight from Kering's financial reports. And this is also covered in WSJ, Jing's Daily and more. Links are in the description. And subscribe right now so you don't miss the next video. It's a big one. So what happened? Well, some experts say Gucci fell into a trap. In a rush to stay relevant with Gen Z, who are always shifting styles, Gucci forgot what made them Gucci. Now look, Gen Z is powerful. They care about individuality, identity and expression. They like fast fashion cycles, bold experiments, and the brands that speak their language. But luxury isn't supposed to chase trends. Luxury sets the trends. And when a luxury brand tries to ride every train that passes by, it starts looking desperate, not desirable. While trying to keep up with Gen Z, Gucci alienated its entire core, high-end consumers who valued minimalism, classic taste, and quality. Many of those shoppers shifted to Bottega Veneta or Loro Piana, leaders of what we now call quiet luxury. Now here's where things get interesting. Kering acknowledged that 2025 would be a transition year. They are taking a step back to stabilize Gucci. There's also a new creative director at place, Demna, who is famous for his work with Balenciaga. That could shake things up again. Maybe too much, maybe just right. But the brand needs to figure out who it's really trying to be. You cannot be loud luxury or silent sophistication at the same time. It's not about being Gen Z or not. It's about what does Gucci brand stand for. So here's a big takeaway. For Gucci and even for every other brand out there, chasing relevance and trends can be important, but not at the cost of your brand's personality. Gucci became a trend follower, not a trendsetter. And when you follow, you get left behind. Gen Z didn't ruin Gucci, let's be clear. But Gucci's attempt to bend towards every Gen Z trend may have diluted its essence. That's the real danger. Because in branding, if you try to be everything for everyone, you end up being nothing for anyone. So what do you think? Is Gucci's identity crisis temporary, or did they lose the spot forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read each and every comment. And hey, if this gave you some real insights in the brand thinking, hit that like button and subscribe, because we are going to cover some major brand shakeups in the next video. Remember, don't get lost in the trends. Stay rooted in your brand thinking, and I'll see you in the next one.